measure that. I would think NPS. What is your view on NPS? There's a lot of discussions about that.
So there's a lot of discussions on NPS, and I think there's a few things about NPS. First of all, you use the NPS stats so you can compare yourself to other people. But if all you're doing is NPS, then for me, I would rather have repeat customers, referral customers, repeat purchase. So I think measuring it on its own is good for a purpose, but if that's all you're doing, then all you're seeing is, would you promote me? I personally want to see, do you promote me and do you buy again? So I think there's, you can use it in combination. But if you don't, the problem is you can't compare yourself to other people.
Yeah.
Does that work?
Totally.
Anyone else?
So you mentioned trust, but there's a saying that, you know, trust, you got to earn trust. But trust is also easily gone, because when something goes wrong in the customer journey, for instance, what would you recommend to regain that trust?
So if you get a complaint, let's just take a complaint. Let's say you've delivered a service and a customer complaint. First of all, you've got to be in the position that a customer can complain. UK Customer Service Institute stats last year were something like, in England, 62% of customers were not happy with the service they received, and only 40% complained, which means lots more people just went away. So first of all, you've got to give your customers permission to complain, and if you don't give them permission, you should ask for feedback. Then, when you do get a problem, because we all get problems, I always say you start with apologise, because I think a complaint happens because expectations are not met. Sometimes you've done the right thing and they've expected something different, or you've done a bad thing. I'd always apologise and I'd try and recover the situation. I think often if you can recover the situation by fixing the problem, and I always say people are scared to ask, you know, what would you like me to do? How can I fix it? I think often if you can fix that situation, that person will go from a complainer to a returning customer, because you'll get the trust back up. So trust you can lose very quickly, absolutely right. But you can't then think, we've made a mistake, we're never going to talk to that customer again, put their file in the bottom of the cupboard so we don't have to see them again. I think it's your job to try and keep that trust back. Because if they've asked you or they've complained to you, it means it's a request. You know, they're waiting for you to see what you're going to do. You know, and I think nobody can say that they never have complaints. Everybody gets complaints, right? It's just how you deal with them, which I think is the way in which you turn that complaining customer into an advocate. Is that